Halen Wilmet, friends, ending here for another episode of Wildermore. Yesterday, I actually recorded 10 episodes in a row of Wildermore, so if I sounded like I was getting tired at the end, that's because I was. But I am back and ready to continue on our story here. Now, if you do want to hear news of LOTRO and other things, you can listen to LOTRO Players News, which is another podcast, but I do try to provide a little bit of news as well in each of my episodes, and that was probably a mistake going through there, especially now that there's a tree. This is not a good place to ride a war steed, just so you know. So anyway, the 20 questions that Turbine released will be talked about this week on episode 7 of LOTRO Players News. Now, that will probably be several weeks behind us, so you might have to look back for it. But I recommend to listen to that because it's probably going to be a really good show talking about all the news that Turbine released about the Helm's Deep expansion. And you can find that here on my YouTube channel or on LOTROplayers.com as well. Alright, let's talk to this man.
Thank you for your aid, Anning. The Orcs' resources have been stripped bare for now.
We can only hope that it takes them much time to recover from the blow you have dealt them. Yes, indeed. Alright, Huna.
I am afraid.
Well, what is it then? Trees against these orcs? Are you sure it speaks not of a tree-like one that battered the orc outside our cave? You have fared well against their number so far. That much is clear. Perhaps you should seek out these hewers and see what you can discover of these trees they mention. For my part, I would like to believe a tree is just a tree, but this forest seems teems with queer things. Beba, Ledwald, and I am safe for now. We have enough to survive on, and the warmth of these fires soothes our ills. Worry not about following your charge, friend. Seek out aid in the forest. Anning, I just hope you find it, for all our sakes. Alright, and that guy is just sleeping. This is a really sad cave. Alright, let's continue along here. Okay, so we now have to find the trees to ally with us somewhere in this forest. Rejuvenation potion, that's actually an alright thing to get. No complaints there, at least it's not more run speed. Alright, I probably should not be on a mount. Like, legitimately, but I want to go fast. Through here. Can we go up this way? Yes, we can, I think. No, we can't. I'm stuck now. Calm down, horse. Oh. There's a nice little platform here, and we can go up this way. There we go. Curve back up. Excuse me, tree. Pardon me. There's a troll there. Alright, now we have a fairly open forest to continue on. I remember back in the original Rohan beta, they didn't have mounted combat locked to certain areas, and so I was actually doing mounted combat in Lothlorien. And I tell you what, you have not experienced mounted combat until you experience it in Lothlorien, one-shotting all sorts of stuff. So I can't wait till we can do deed grinding in lower areas and just kill everything. That'd be great. Alright. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and dismount. Rest and kill them all. Kill them all. They are definitely angry. Now you're stunned. What are you gonna do now, troll? Probably wake up. was a nice attack. Heal off. Killed him. Dead. Alright, and almost got him as well. There we go. So let's see, where's this tree we need to defeat Balwood Hewers? Very well, that is what we shall do. Now where are these Hewers? Aha, there is one. That's right, Orc. You shall soon die. Stop your hewing indeed. For I, a champion of Aridor. Alright, one down. There's another one. We'll actually come over here, do that, and attack this one. Because we are a champion. We want as many enemies as once, if possible. There we are. One more to go. There you are. Now we got dead. Roots. There's a hewer. Alright, let's go ahead and get this other one here. Now you shall all pay. Little do you know. I love the fact that this horn can actually stand up to 8 enemies. Just fun fact there. Because of the traits I have. Alright, buddy. There we go. Now we just need to go back a little bit here. Search the hewn glade for signs of horns or ints. Very well. Hopefully ints. You have come upon a field strewed with corpses of orcs that appear to be remains of an int. An int lies slain among the numerous orcs, one of which appeared to be fleeing the battle. The grim scene before you unfolded very recently, but in the distance you can see deep tracks in the snow that could only have been made by ints, and a trail of more slain orcs leading deeper into the forest to the north. It appears the ints have fled to the north. You should seek them out before any more harm can visit them. Very well. That is what we shall do. We are going to the very top of this forest. The very tip top. Whoa. That's cool. There's just open plains down that way. That's pretty ridiculous. Awesome. Here's 2 ints. Baralas and Titanov.
Not an orc, are you? Come to hack away at us, little one.
The int raises a branch menacingly above its head before lowering it, as to rush to store your weapons away.
No, I suppose not. You have lost a friend in this day. I can only hope that we have gained another. Little one. I find that the men outside the forest either say too much or far too little. So, which is it for you?
Okay, so first of all, this would take literally for the entire afternoon for me to read an actual int level speak, because they talk so stinking slow. Too little then, I suppose. We shall see if this does not change, for a great many things have changed here. This forest has not always been chilled such before. Yes, we have had winters, and the cold does yet come, but this goes far beyond a simple changing of the seasons. When Tittenroof and I awoke, nothing was as I remembered it. There were times when I and other Ints conversed at length, for there was much more still to say, and even more time to say it. But now, the Inting Hollow has frozen solid. Our enemies set siege to the forest, and left slumbers unable to tend the horns. Ah, to be free of such problems, and to think of better times. Come, we must travel to the Inting Hollow. Are you ready to follow, little one? Alright, this is gonna be all kinds of awesome, because there are
Sheltered
ants.
from the evil that has taken hold of the forest, Baralas wishes to recall the days before Nurzum's coming, when the Ents once met at the Enting Hollow.
Alright, buddy. We have made it, Anang. This forest has become so unfamiliar to me since Nerzum returned. How does he know about Nerzum? Ah, yes. He was here once before, little one. But then he was different. What he gained in might, he lost in compassion for the creatures of this realm. Let us walk, and I shall tell you more of Nerzum and the men of these lands. Walk with me, Anang. Look what has become of this forest. The orcs and beasts, Nerzum, have taken everything from us. Everything lively struck cold and frozen. Even this pond, little one. We Ints once gathered here when the weather was far more fair. Such days were brighter time than Anang. My memories of those ones followed unstrained, the only one thing left untouched in this winter. Let me tell you of those days long past, Anang. I and the other Ints had gathered to meeting in Inting Hollow. There are many of them. So long has it been, my friends. Certainly it has. Ah, but Nindon, how joyous that our paths cross again. And of course, to see you. Baralas, Strongfoot, Mossbeard, and Tithenwolf. Tithenwolf, your skill in slumbering has, through enough anything, never ceased to astonish me. Oh yes. I am clearly sorry, my friends. Some things never change. I too am glad to look upon you all again. But happenings in the forest have been troubling to me as of late, as some of you surely know. Yes, indeed. Yes, but what have you to say to them? I am well aware of such things, Strongfoot. The men have been coming closer to the forest. What of them, Strongfoot? Mossbeard is right. These men have never risen against us. What have we to fear of them? Their horn, and their noise it creates, is providing great trouble for the forest. It frightens the horns greatly, my friends. I doubt the men mean anything of it, save protect themselves. Being as tiny as they are, would you not seek to do the same? The men will keep to themselves, and Leaflock shall manage, as has always been so. Perhaps, Mossbeard, but perhaps not. The horn you speak of does us little harm. Matters of the Ents should concern only Ents, and likewise for the men. Let us avoid such unneeded conflicts, my friends. You are right, Nindom. Such things should not bring forth more trouble to us. Many my worries are eased. Eased? Dare you not speak of your other concerns, Strongfoot? The stone giant. Where are we? Okay. The stone giant who has wandered in the forest, Strongfoot. You were not alone seeing such a thing. He wandered long in the forest and journeys the lands of men before returning whence he came. As he fled, the horn sounding came again, and he suffered deep wounds. I do not think he shall be seen again, for what men have returned. We should not be abide a strong, even careful steps, so much needless quarreled. The giant's wounds were severed. This is a matter between him and the men, but it is not our place to involve ourselves, Duskfeet. You are wrong, Balras. These are times that there is no choice but to act, and the abstinence I will Balras till it comes to a close. Even with our conflicts, such times were better. Come, let us leave these memories behind. And so, little champion, you have heard all I wish on these matters. Let us return to Stonecliff. Such an open space is perilous place to remain. Alright. And so, little one, my tale ends. Let us speak of other things. Alright, so we just had an Intmoot. It was all kinds of cool. So thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Wildermore as we have made our way through the Entish story. And I'm excited to see what new things come up again. And there is a little bit of snow on the edges there. But luckily we are under the cover of some tree. So thank you guys again for watching another episode, and I'll see you again real soon.
PVMP and dang, subscribe.